today's edition of the Irari Report. Today we're going to be talking to Forever Marine Lieutenant Colonel Bill Hagestad, who's going to take us beyond the hype of Chinese espionage and cyber warfare. So we struggle here with identifying candidacy and talent pool, or drawing a talent pool that are capable of fighting a cyber war. Where are the Chinese getting their army of adversaries?
Yes. Well, just about 10 months ago, while I was doing research on the Chinese military websites, it's all in Mandarin, of course, I was asking myself that same question. I'm like, so I've met the PLA. I mean, I've met the authors of Unrestricted Warfare. They're very smart gentlemen. And I'm thinking to myself, not everybody has the skills to compromise a system or hack it, much like in the U.S. The U.S. military is not predisposed to go out on the street and hire hackers for a variety of reasons. In the Chinese military press, what they have decided is they have a voluntold army, meaning I bring my AK-74 to your house because I know you have hacking skills. You have two choices. One, you can follow me and you're conscripted into the hacking capability. This is in the Chinese military press. Or the second option is I'm going to send you to the rural area and you're going to tend pigs because that's going to be your punishment. Not only you, but your entire family. So faced with those two choices, conscription hacking for a number of months to serve, the motherland and the People's Liberation Army and the Communist Party of China is not really such a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Is there a tipping point where those who are indentured into such conscripted servitude start to regard it as a patriotic responsibility to, further the welfare of their nation state?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I've met these young men and women at a hacking conference in Asia, actually. It was very interesting, and there's a little bit of a discussion that needs to follow this. I met some very angry young men. They were Chinese, and they were probably mid 20s, early 30s, and there were actually four of them. Three of them they're well-known hackers inside China, and they were very angry. They saw the way I looked, and I mean I have short hair, and I have a tie clasp that has Eagle Globe and Anchor on it, and they realized, they looked at me and they said, "Oh my gosh, you're the one that wrote that book." And I'm thinking, and this is all in Chinese as we're discussing it, and I said, "Well, yes, I wrote the book, out of respect for your country and my desire to want to figure out how you're using computers as a weapon system." And the young man turns to his friend, ignoring me, and says, "We bought several copies of this." Now, this was when my book was banned. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is that if a book is banned in China, the only way that you're going to get access to that is through official endorsement of that. I have since learned from the PLA and the Communist Party that my books are not banned. That's not the point. The point is there was a fourth hacker there. His name is Wan Tao. You're probably familiar with him. He's standing off to the side, and he looks at them, and this conversation's all in Chinese, and he says, "But I didn't receive a copy of that." And they said, "Well, you're not on our distribution any longer because you work for IBM." Because he worked for a Western company, he was essentially ostracized, and basically he's no longer part of the hacking community inside China. He has since that time overcompensated and tried to make hacking for good purposes inside China and cybersecurity awareness his mantra as it relates to saying not all hackers are bad in China, which was his original purpose. But these other three angry young men, not so much the case. Nationalistic pride, China at all costs, everyone else is subservient to us, was definitely the underlying theme.